Well, on today's Net Check, as we've reported here on BON, some Chinese experts are calling for the country's controversial one-child policy to be loosened to allow more couples to have 2 children. Under current laws, urban couples can only have 2 children if both parents are only children themselves.
But Tian Shuiyuan, the head of the China Population Association, says a married couple of which just one of the 2 is an only child should be allowed to have 2 children. Tian says this would relieve many one-child families of the burden of caring for the elderly. This is the topic for today's Net Check, and we can cross to the newsroom now, where our researcher Emma Wang has been looking into online reaction. Emma, what have people been saying about this?
Well, a lot of people have been commenting online, and many people are actually saying they won't have a second child, not because they're not allowed to, but because they cannot afford to bring up another child. They say that many couples in big cities are already struggling to earn enough money to pay their mortgages. They have to take care of their parents and one child. A second child would be too much pressure for them. Others say they would be happy to see a change in the policy. They say that it might get extremely stressful for generations who have no brothers or sisters to take care of 4 parents and 2 children. But they say that it would be good for the next generations as the siblings will share the burden.
And Emma, what have some of the other reactions been?
Some people are saying that instead of changing the one-child policy, the government should focus on improving the old age insurance system and on building more nursing homes for elderly to help relieve the pressure on the one-child generation. Others point out that couples are increasingly willing to break the law and have a second child, even though that means they end up paying a big fine. These commentators say that instead of fining those who have a second child, the government should loosen the policy to let people have a second child and reward those who stick to the one-child policy with welfare benefits. In that way, they say people can make a choice based on their own situation, and more people will choose to have only one child.